Appreciation August is on 1 week early at integrativemysticism.com. From now until the 31st of August 2020, enjoy 20% off all Scarlet Moon services, including gift certificates when you applied the codes on your screen. We are now also accepting tips and donations for those of you who've been requesting that for the last 7 years. You can now leave a tip or a donation at my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days, and I must say it is a very polar, leaning towards the awesome week for you indeed. And the reason I say that is because it definitely carries the feel of this conquering hero as we go through, just even as I look at the cards as an overview. There is this big focus of really purging a lot of old chapters, turning a lot of pages, and really flushing out and removing a lot of old rats, old obstacles, old opposition in your life. And the big reason I say that is because the spiritual theme of this week is the Six of Wands upright. This week is fraught with many victories and an opportunity to be elevated in your status, as well as an opportunity, as I look at that card, to also fell something that has been sort of an antagonistic or adversarial force in your life. Now, whether or not this is an adversarial force that you recognize or something that you flush out and discover that was always there in the shadows, that remains to be seen, right? Each Scorpio is going to have a different way for this to play out. But with the Six of Wands, this transition for you is also going to reflect in many other areas of your life. As these obstacles, as these lower energies, as these blocks start to come up and get purged and dismantled and torn apart, we also start to see energy that belonged to other areas of your life, family, professional life, love life, pets, all of that, start to really get a lot of necessary healing, a lot of their energy back, and we see a great deal of you being able to finally rest and move forward, as opposed to simply maybe do in spite of. Now we are actually doing without that opposition, without that residual lower energy or those lower influences at this time, which is fantastic. Now, it's not to say that you won't have your share of final confrontations, though, this week, because, well, when it comes to your material and so your material concerns, when it comes to your wealth, your finances, all that, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and it does look like there will be a confrontation with a rather abusive or even, and I'm getting possibly even a prejudiced person this week as it relates to a matter of finance or a matter of business. And what I'm getting from this is that this is the end of a past tie. I'm not sure if this is maybe, I'm getting the vibe from this Queen of Swords reverse that she's kind of a good friend turned bad or a good ally turned bad. There's something happening here where we're seeing this is not somebody to keep around in our live stream anymore. This is not somebody that we want on our crew. And for those of you who are maybe looking for a new job or looking for a new work opportunity, the Queen of Swords reverse may be a boss or a company that's throwing up a lot of red flags, and we are going with a different plan. We are going with a different option this week, and good on you. With the Six of Wands upright, don't worry, other options are going to be better. Because the Queen of Swords reversed is showing up here as an opposition, yes, but she's also showing the end of the line when it comes to maybe a way of life, especially when it comes to where a certain road, work culture, or financial strategy is now coiling in to devour itself. And it does look like with the Queen of Swords reverse, we may be discovering something unhealthy about a certain account, about a certain maybe business ally, a certain customer, or maybe something that we have a lot of money and professional interests tied up into. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, it is now being shown that our goodwill is being misused and mishandled. And so this is a week where it's time to cut her off. As we get to the community card, when we talk about friends and relatives and other people, we've got the Five of Pentacles upright, and it does look like there is going to be a call for assistance and or direction towards or towards finding better conditions. I do feel like a lot of you, whether it's metaphorically or literally, will be in a position where you feel compelled to take somebody in this week. Now, you may be taking somebody in by even letting them stay at your house, renting a room, or you may not necessarily be doing that, right? Everyone's live stream's a little bit different. The Five of Pentacles could be somebody asking for either help in a material sense, or it may be something that you're being asked to do, in order to help lift them out of a lower space, helping to lift them out of maybe a place of desolation, as we see here on the Five of Pentacles card itself. But what I am finding is that this is a legitimate issue. This is not necessarily bailing out somebody who is routinely messing up. This is not bailing out somebody who should know better by now. This is actually bona fide. And so just make sure that you have, of course, some energy and some patience to show that compassion. I don't think you're going to have to, I don't think anyone's going to have to talk you into it. I feel like this person or this situation is something that you would drop everything for in a heartbeat. So just be prepared, okay? As we get on to the challenge, your personal challenge when it comes to your personal lesson for this week, sort of a complement to the spiritual advice card, we've got the Star upright. And basically we're seeing this need to let all love and creative force go into supporting and maintaining alternatives to distortion that you've experienced. When we talk about supporting alternatives, right? Look at that Five of Pentacles. We are helping somebody, we're taking them in, but we're also giving them an alternative life, or an alternative opportunity, a way to start an alternative life. Look at the Queen of Swords reversed. We are seeing something has, become malignant when it comes to maybe our professional life or our financial life, or maybe a contact we have, a professional or financial contact we have, and we need to cut them off and cut them out before anything happens here, sure. But we also, of course, need to let all our love and creative force go into supporting alternatives, not necessarily trying to sustain what is going on here, right? We don't want, there's no redeeming the Queen of Swords reversed. She's not redeemable. When it comes to the Five of Pentacles, this person has nothing to go back to. So what are you trying to redeem there? What are you trying to send them back for? The Star is all about creating alternatives here, creating alternative life, and also an alternative expression. With all the power and energy you're getting with the Six of Wands, use that to create a new platform and a new kingdom. Speaking of new kingdoms, we have the Empress card upright when it comes to your love and romantic life. And there is a handsome bounty, and a new sense of hearth and home coming your way, whether it's through somebody new or through an existing partner. We actually see a new sense of kingdom, a new kingdom upgrading. For a lot of you, your partner may actually be coming into a completely new phase of their life with what looks like, to me, some kind of material support or material good news when it comes to things that they're actually going to be able to contribute to the relationship and change the direction of how our home and our family is actually going to evolve and develop. For those of you who are currently available to new people, a new person is going to be providing a lot of that same stuff, or have a lot of that stuff available for when the time is actually right. Because with the Empress card, we are seeing a situation where we are almost meeting somebody who already has everything, or our partner is coming into a way where they are now getting a connection or a way to have everything, if that makes sense. This sense of opulence, but not necessarily in a shallow or superficial way. This powerful, abundant new force that is ultimately changing the way we go about carrying on our relationship because of the ease and grace it brings into the way we are able to conduct our lives in the practical and in the immaterial. So that is what I've got for you, Scorpio people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you all know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.